Previously on Amassers Bitcoin price targets at the top of the week.
For what I like to call the market maker box. Now, this can be used a lot of different ways. You can use it for the trade breaks. If we break outside of this area, and you see I've got my gray line here at 98.6 and 94.5. Okay guys, I say it a lot on this channel. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. Here are the numbers. Same numbers, same chart. And for most, this has probably been a very uneventful week, but we did stay in this range. We respected this range very well. And what I interpret that is, when this happens, it's great. First of all, it's great when this happens, and my support and resistance are just respected so very well. It makes it something that's very pleasant and easy to trade. This is not something that's going to happen all the time. The longer you've been in these markets, for me, it's close to 25 years of speculating. A little bit over 25, I think. I probably started around the tail end of the 90s. There's not a lot you have to do here when you see something like this working out so beautifully. This is a buy zone here. This is a sell zone here. This very quickly we got back down here. Again, this is a buy zone, sell zone here. Again, we back tested down here again. It's a buy zone. We had a little bitty pop today. Sell zone, 4-hour chart. All through here, we've been respecting that area. Even if I pull this chart back, you can see short of that NFP pop, we've been really respecting that area and staying in it now almost 2 weeks straight. What does this mean? This means that the guys that make these markets, they're completely in charge right now, and they're completely holding Bitcoin inside of a trading range. And at some point when they're through accumulating, because all they're doing is they're buying here, they're selling here, they're buying more, including their profits. They'll wait, they'll sell here, they'll buy more down here, including their profits from that turn. They'll sell here, they'll buy more down here from that trip, and they'll sell more up here. I don't expect a lot to happen statistically. Usually not a lot happens over the weekend. Volume's going to be down because US markets are not open. You can't access those ETFs over the weekend. Stay tuned for the news. Okay guys, let's take a quick look at some news, because there's something that happened today I think that's kind of exciting, and you can always find this news. We have a live feed which aggregates from a lot of different sources, and it goes on 24/7. Now some of you might be saying, well, news is news, Alfred, what's the big deal? The point is, not all news is released at the same time, and I'm not saying, okay, you get your news a little ahead of someone, that's going to make you a profitable trader. Probably not, depending on how bad you are to begin with. But having the latest data in front of you, the latest news events in front of you, especially in crypto, as early as you can understand and be aware of this, can give you a slight advantage over others who are trading. That's why I like to have my news aggregated, and aggregated 24/7. If there's something going on, I want to be the first to know. So let's look at some of the things that are going on here, because this bit right here I think is really important. What's happening is the NYSE, which is the New York Stock Exchange, is considering allowing Grayscale to offer staking for their Ethereum ETF. And that's really fascinating to me, because when the ETFs were launched before, one of the conditions was that staking would not be allowed. And what they're trying to do this time is allow staking inside of the Ethereum ETF, but with no guaranteed or even a mention of a fixed return. Having no guaranteed return for staking is great because you can't really guarantee profits in any type of investment. It's just a poor idea to do so. No matter what your numbers or statistical data say, it just leads to a bad conclusion. But this way, offering a promised reward if you are willing to hold the crypto of Ethereum for a little while, that's great because it reminds me of the benefits you get if you hold a stock for more than a year in our country, in the USA. You get the benefit of being taxed relative to long-term capital gains instead of just short-term capital gains. And that's very similar to what's going on here. If you stake and hold this Ethereum for a little longer, then you're going to get a benefit of more rewards for doing so. Remember, you can always come here on Amassers.com, get the latest news. It's always updated, aggregated from all over the web, and updated 24/7. That's all for my little weekly wrap up, guys. Once again, this is Alfred for Amassers.com. See you guys on next week.